appears your work's never done.
It's always done. Unfortunately, I got other guys doing my work right now, so that's a big plus.
Okay, so you were back out here this afternoon. How many loads of water did you have to put on?
We put on, I'm going to say 5 to 6 loads. Jeff came in and helped me out. Started about 2:30. He's probably closer to 25 to 30 minutes per load. And around 5:20, I helped put on the last load just to kind of touch everything. We don't want it too wet tonight. It was a little greasy in turn 1, and he doesn't want to take that big water truck around and have himself a problem on the track and spin it out. That's happened before by some of the others that tried to help me out, and it scares a lot of them. But it's close now. Kevin's touching it off with a little bit of water. He just touched a few spots where it looked like dust was going. He has about 1,500 gallons in that tank, maybe a little less, so we don't splash it. And he's used up quite a bit of it already, just touching the dry spots, and it won't take long to pack them in.
All right, so you put about another 35,000 gallons of water on the track today.
Yeah, 30,000 would probably be closer, a little less than 30,000, maybe Kevin adding on some here. So somewhere around the 30,000 area, correct. We didn't put a lot on last night. It's been overcast, everything just kind of sitting. It seems like the moisture's there. I hope it sucks in the track. We'll find out success or failure when the race starts as the dust comes up out of the ground if I don't get it in the water, in the ground deep enough. So kind of one of those, by guess, by gosh, you know, danged if you do, danged if you don't. We do have the kids' bicycle races tonight, so that was another reason I wanted to have the track a little harder, so they're not out there running through the mud. They got to have fun on their bikes and do the stuff with the small tires. You got to put all those problems in the situation and try to make the best track you can, and hopefully it will be fun for all.
Another aspect of this that I did not consider.
Well, they have the kids' money grab where they got to pick the mud up off the, or dirt up, money off the track, and not have all the mud and the dirt in their money there, so they can fall on the ground and not be too bad. Yep, have good races for everybody, hopefully. Got a nice field of cars looking at it. Drivers' meeting's going on right now. So Kevin and I have been in contact, and he's the main one I talk to. I can talk to any one of them on their phone. My dad will grab his phone even at his age out there at 87. Going around the track, and I'll see you this one. Up, this is Kevin again. So, yellow. Middle of 2 broke up a little dirt, it looked like. If you want to put some right in it, come down a little bit. Come down a little bit as you're going. You're over in turn 3. Middle of 2 might be the difference. That's J in turn 2 right now. The driver's meeting's going, and you guys have it pretty dang close. So I would say just in the middle of 2, you might see it broke up. It just looks like the dry and the wet's there. Right about his lane, correct. He's going to go right through it. Yep. Yeah, right about. He may be a little up toward the wall, just about a half a vehicle width. Down a little bit, down a touch, and you're looking good right there. Put it on there. Ready, go. Right a little bit.
And he followed directions to the T.
Yeah, you're probably good. Okay. May even go just a touch lower on that one too. Don't go quite as long so it overlaps. Okay? Yeah, bye.
All right, we're going to leave you alone for a while, and we'll catch back up with you in a little bit tonight, later this evening.
Sounds good. I got a few errands to run back into town for the business. I got get a couple concrete barricades to try to do some parking, trailer parking at our business there. So I'll do that while the races are going on.
It's good to know that you're not sitting around doing nothing.
Daylight's burning.
Okay, there goes Kevin Larkins. And that is Jay Cooper. Now coming up in this truck here are Joe and Steve's father, Bob. And Bob is 87 years old, and he's still driving around a pack truck around the track. Just so you know, everybody, if you come to I-80 Speedway, go to the window on the far left. That's the nice lady. The other lady, now you know I'm going to have to blur that out. It is still 88 degrees. And the track held up pretty well. You can see that it got black. And they did push it all the way up to the top, so, except now here's the deal. Most of these guys can't get their cars free enough to run on the bottom track. And as I'm going to show you here, there is all kinds of traction down here. And you can see that the bottom was not ran on very much. And what I harp is get your left tire down in that stuff. And like I say, most guys can't free their car up enough to get it to work on the bottom of the racetrack. And as you can see as we walk up, still extremely smooth, but it got black, and they had pushed the groove all the way up to the top here, and the faster guys were running against the top. But like I say, if there had been one guy that could have freed his car up enough, the race would have been won on the bottom. So, but what I really wanted to show you is how well the track held up, and it's not by accident. Through the course this week, I found out that you may get a rough track by accident, but you're not going to get a smooth one. So Steve Kosiski does an excellent job, and track prep's a lot more involved than I thought. Like I say, it was 102 today. It's still 88, and we've got a wind, a little breeze that was drying out even more. So, and I believe I get to turn the lights out tonight. So let's go do that. All right, all that noise, that is the generator that runs the lights. And in a second now, it will go off. And that's a wrap.
See how simple that was, Jim?
Yes, I did.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I don't know if y'all recognize that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Those are the
Mr.
pipes
Stan Caesar.
of Mr. Stan Caesar. Well, I know it's windy. We're back at I-80 Speedway. And it's been, last race was in October. It is now May 19th. The ground has been sold. And it wasn't sold because development pushed it out of the way. They tried selling it as a racetrack. know, to keep the business open, but there just weren't any takers. So the sale became final in February, I believe. This is where the decks were. And I need to be in a hurry because I want to get up to the flag stand, and I want to do it before Tim cranks back up because it's going to get dusty. Main grandstands. There is the flag stand. Oh, and on one side note, got to show you this. It's a lot different feel for me right now. Last time I was out here, I was convinced that, you know, they'd been saying it was closing, but I was convinced there'd be new buyers. And they tried. They did their best to try to get somebody to take it over. This is what the deconstruction of a racing facility looks like. We're gonna go down here on the track. I did not realize there was pyramids in the ground here for the guardrail. Probably could have drove in with the car, just put the camera out the window. But since I didn't work here and didn't have a car out here, this place to me was, I compared it to Disneyland. For me, it was the happiest place on earth. This, I will venture to say, is probably the last time I will ever be on this ground. This will be our last shot. Famed I-80 Speedway.